A decade of playing center for the Bucs took a physical and mental toll on Randy Grimes. With not much more than a thank you, Grimes' football life painfully ended in 1992.
All right, Bandwagon here, and this is a very important issue, especially since a lot of the people watching this are college age and younger, and this is something over the years as a journalist I've had to deal with. It is painkillers and different addictions. And years ago, it seemed just to get people out of the office, doctors were writing scripts like candy. And some of my good friends just became addicted to them. And Randy, like you, they played football. And I don't know about you, but in the fall, do your knees just start?
Yeah.
I mean, what is it like? Do you feel They would say this 20 years after their last game, they felt it. Would you feel it in football season?
I would. I absolutely would feel it. And, now, though, I've got them replaced. So all I hear now is metal squeaking. But, yeah, you do. And, nothing changes. You carry those injuries that you got in the league, you carry them with you into your private life. And, that's where my addiction to painkillers got out of control. And, so it's still going on, guys are still self-medicating the injuries they got when they played for the NFL. So it's an ongoing thing, and that's why we're here. This is our 16th straight year to be here advocating for players that are struggling, or really just anybody, anybody that's brave enough to raise their hand and ask for help.
At what point did you kind of hit your, wow, I can't live without painkillers?
Yeah, well, I had a lot of those bottoms, and every bottom I hit had a trap door, always seemed to go deeper. And but the spring and summer of 2009 is when it was all coming together. A good friend of mine from Tampa that I played with, Tom McHale, passed away doing the same things I was doing, self-medicating his injuries. And one morning he just didn't wake up. My daughter wouldn't let me come around her first grandchild, which was my first grandchild. And that had a lot to do with it. And, my wife Lydia had to take a step back because she couldn't watch me kill myself anymore. So that was a perfect storm that was coming together. That's when I finally put my hand up and asked for help.
Well, speaking of help, Heather, we got to turn this over to you. So, Heather,
she's a hero.
Yeah,
She's a hero.
Serenity Light Recovery. Heather, could you explain, first of all, your name, your role, and how you got into this?
Yes. Thank you. My name is Heather Aubrea Stokes. I'm the founder and CEO of Serenity Light Recovery Wellness Center. It's a different approach of looking at treating addictions and mental health. We remove the guilt, we remove the shame, we remove the stigma, and it's about getting well and healing from the inside out, right? I'm a person in long-term recovery, and I suffered the depths of the darkness of addictions too. And by the grace of God, I was saved and I found recovery. My life today is more than I could ever imagine. That feeling I was always chasing, whether it be treating a pain or even depression, right? Or just not feeling like I'm doing enough. Not playing enough, not playing good enough, or performing good enough in school. There's a lot of pressure today. But I sit here today with so much confidence in knowing who I am, and that feeling I was always chasing, I live it today. And so we want to bring wellness to all the players, the families, to everyone, right? And telling them there's a better way to navigate through life, and it doesn't take a substance to do it, to ruin your life. I remember the first time. I know, and I am best when I'm my authentic self talking from the heart, and so here we go. I remember first meeting Randy several years ago, and just him standing up there being absolutely raw and real and authentic and not afraid to say, hey, I was suffering in silence. And just the response, you could feel the energy, but everyone in tears because everyone connected with him. And so many lives have been saved because he was bold and brave enough to say, hey, this is what I experienced. And you don't have to go as far down as I did, right? And the dedication that he shows every single day, the passion, right? It's nonstop. He's always, hey, what about this? Can we talk to these people? Can we reach these people? What, he's a nonstop machine bringing wellness and recovery to those that need it the most. So,
oh well,
I could talk for days about.
Can I follow that up, huh? Well, and like she said about me, I feel, I see the authenticity, when she speaks. I know I love her vision of what Serenity Light Recovery was supposed to be, and that's what she's brought it to fruition. It's helped save a lot of people down there, and I love the fact that she runs it. She's I want to say she's a player's coach. Everybody loves working for her, and she's just really brought about a huge vision that's helped a lot of people, and she's international. This girl's been all over the world speaking. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm honored to be a part of it, a small part of it.
Right. So,
big part.
Randy, I think the best compliment I could give you to wrap this up is this. You may have that NFLPA thing on there, but looking and reading on what you've done, I see you as a great father and a great grandfather now. That's a victory, isn't it? Congratulations on everything. Congratulations. Thank you, Heather.